Where my father dies where pilgrim pride from every mountainside like freedom ring. From all the trees, freedom song. Is God land of God? Pilgrims bright from every mountainside. Freedom song. So this is so cool. Every voting period, women that voted go to the gravesite of Susan B. Anthony and they put their I vote stickers on her grave. I didn't know that until I saw it this morning and I got all patriotic about it. Like, that is cool AF. Good for you, ladies. So this morning's just a little bit about thank you for voting. I'm not the super patriotic guy I used to be because I don't believe in borders anymore. But I'm glad I was born here. And I'm feeling a little crazy today because tomorrow is the Marine Corps birthday. Carlotta, calm down. Because I thought it was pretty cool. But I will make sure I don't put my dirty sticker on your gravestone. I thought this was cool, man. It was quite a tribute. They wouldn't be voting if it weren't for her. You keep your dirty sticker. Oh. Okay, I have one more song for this. I like this one because of the international flavor. Right? Carlotta's on fire this morning. Carlotta, go back to bed. Okay, one more song. One more song. Good morning. The forefathers are rolling RX. Semper Fi, Jennifer. Is that Aaron Shamrock? Tell me if that's Aaron Shamrock. Semper Fi all the way. Semper Fi do or die double dog. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow, Pops is going to be all Marine Corps on you guys. Look out for it. Semper Fi. Oh gosh, I'm glad to see you, Jennifer. I didn't know that was you. Okay, be here tomorrow morning for your roll of mail call. I didn't have your stuff here. Oh, I didn't know that was you. 10-4, over and out, Jen. One of my favorite. I didn't know that was you, Miss Shamrock. Okay, enough of this one. That's cute, though. Okay, get out of here with that. Do the other one, Pops. Okay, one more. Okay, Jen, I got a great package from you. I haven't fully opened. Tomorrow we're gonna be doing. Okay, so I talked about me getting all carried away with Susan B. Anthony, right? And I just love the fact that women can vote. Ridiculous that they never could in the first place. So I got all like womanized this morning too. Ready? You ready for this? It's so good. Gosh, she's good. You wouldn't expect that coming from her. I'm classy, I'm modern, I live on my own design. I'm a cherry, I'm a lemon, I'm the sweetest lemon pie. I'm electric, I'm a buzz, I'm the beat of my drum. I can make you go and race with the tracing of your tongue. Only love can get inside me. I move on in my own timing. Voice of the future, speak to me kindly. When I ask for what they want, somehow it found me. Somehow it found me. Somehow it found me, yeah, hey, hey. I am woman, I am fearless, I am sexy, I'm divine. I'm unbeatable, I'm creative, and you can get the line. I'm a feminine, I am masculine, I am anything I want. I can teach you, I can love you, if you got it going on. If you got it, 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 if you got it, got it, got it, got it, got it going on. Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it, got it, if you got it, got it, got it, got it, got it going on. Got it going on, yeah. Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it going on. Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it going on. You know if you speak no evil, I am not the one to curse. When I talk the shit about you, long as you know that it falls. I am earthy, I am heaven, I am what they like to be. When I ask for what they want, somehow it found me. Somehow it found me. That's right, Kimmy. I'm sexy, I'm fine, I'm creative, you can get in line. I'm a masculine, I'm anything I want. I can teach you, I can love you, if you got it going on. If you got it going on. Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. Carlotta, you need to go back to bed, girl. Got it going on, yeah. Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it going on. Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it going on. Got it going on. Got it going on. Thanks for watching. Don't Oh my God! So we have people that weren't very pleased with this morning's music. I see. Tube Junkie and Carlotta, go back to bed. Wake up on the other side. Because clearly the music's wonderful. It's you that has the problem. No, you never know. It's subjective, right? I was enthralled by Susan B. Anthony's gravesite and the stickers on it. So, and this was like a couple hours ago, and I was like, I had to go read a little bit about that, just remind myself the history there. And then I was like, I went and I looked up that Helen Reddy song. Do you remember Helen Reddy? Do you remember Helen Reddy? I am woman, I am strong. I was gonna play that song, but I thought Carlotta would get mad at me. So instead, I went with "I Got It Going On." I got it, got it, got it, got it, got it going on. Sandman, how do you do it? She's a cranky one this morning. Ears bleeding. That's not very nice. That lady was talented. Okay, here we go. It's my favorite part of the day when that music comes on. When that music comes on, it means Pops is through playing his goofy music choices of the day, upsetting Carlotta. That's it, Carlotta. Wait till tomorrow. You wanted some opera, you're getting it. You're got it going on. Let me tell you something. We got it going on here for you. Real quick question. Okay. Doesn't it make you smile, Kim? It makes it, that's funny how it does that, because I think it just brings up a memory of us hanging out here. Okay. Wait 1 second. I have to join you guys this morning. Oh, take off over that cornbread. Help me. What is it cornbread? Why are you calling it cornbread? Stop it. That girl was a talent from beyond. Okay, wait a minute. What's going on over here? 1 second, I'll be right there. I'm trying to get the camera for IG started. See if they like us today. You guys aren't going to believe. You guys aren't going to believe Erin. Jennifer Erin. Thank you for being here, Jennifer Erin. I've got this big, huge package she sent us. Almost as big as Kimberly's, but not as heavy. But I haven't opened it because I've been waiting for you, but I didn't recognize your name here. Okay? Oh, you don't like cornbread, Carlotta? I love cornbread, by the way. I love cornbread. Now you guys are going to make me want to make a pan of cornbread today. Hey, was anybody, if anybody here, I'm disappointed to start today. I'm looking at the screen. I see 54 people, 55, and 28 likes. That's not even 50%. I feel like we can do better. I feel like I hate asking. I honestly do. Makes me feel like you guys think it's for me, but it's not. And then I have to explain that it's not. Hit it for everyone else, even if you don't like it. Even if it's just sort of meh. Even if it's meh. Even if you're at the meh level, hit it for someone else. Somebody else may get more than a meh out of it. Okay? I'm not joking. There's people out there that are like, oh, first time, throw a donut at me. Jeffy! You guys, I never call Jeff out. Everybody give Jeff a hug. Jeff Coleman, our captain. Jack died. I didn't see Jeff here. Jeff's got a working schedule. It's hard for him to get here as much. Give Jeff a hug, please. Do not throw a chocolate donut at him right now. Just reach out and give him a hug. Jack, his dog, died. 13 years. As long as I've been knowing Jeff, I've known his dog. Beautiful, beautiful hunting dog that Jeff had trained to the T. This dog was his shadow for years and years and years. Boat dog, hunting dog, retrieving dog. Every day, Jeff took him for a walk over by the river. He mowed and kept this path a couple miles long. Every day, he and Jack would be out there sniffing around, finding new stuff. You talk about that was a sincere connection, and I don't even know how to tell him I'm sorry. So you guys are doing it for me. Reach out to Jeff and tell him, what a beautiful dog. So, and then I got bad news for him. So about a year ago, I don't know how long it's been, Jeff, he knew that Jack was on his last legs. Like Jack's not doing great. Jack's aging. So we're going to get another dog to replace him. Jack had a hell of a life. Jack was a man's dog. Okay? Yeah, smoke up a bowl for Jackie Jack. I loved that dog. He was the mellowest, coolest dog. Okay? I told him I can't even imagine. I haven't even spent half of that time with Ruff. I would die if something happened to Ruff. And so with Jeff a year ago or so, we're going to get another dog, a sporting dog. I forget what breed Jeff has. It's going to, he'll be there and sort of work his way into the family while Jack moves on to those green pastures that they run around in when they die. Jeff doesn't like his new dog as much. I don't either. We're not making fun of it or anything. Maybe it'll come around. But his new dog is no Jack. And I feel bad for Jeff. That other dog named Pitch is its name. Great name for a dog, Pitch. Pitch is trying to replace Jack. Maybe Jack's spirit will pop into Pitch and Pitch will calm down. Anyways, Jeff, I love you and I'm sorry about your dog. And I didn't mean to get carried away on dogs here because I could spend the next hour on dogs. And your kindness. Jeff's like the man when he comes to training dogs too. He has it just down. He knows the commands, how to handle them, the treatment that he puts on. Yeah. No, I'm not trying to compare him overjoyed. Pitch will never replace Jack. There's always that one dog that's perfect. Jack might have been it. You too, Jeffy. Hey, did you guys check out this morning? Anybody? This is going to be an honor system. Not everybody that's on YouTube also sees our IG posts in the morning, but some of you do. So some of you that do see the IG posts in the morning are getting a heads up on the first giveaway for the morning. Okay? Kim, I wish mine outlived me. Right? Nat saying Pitch will offer something special. You guys are so nice. I'm being all mean and you guys are all pops. Knock it off. Pitch is going to be okay. Don't worry about it, Jeff. Pitch is going to be all right. If you saw the IG post this morning, raise your hand. If you saw the IG post this morning, raise your hand. I'll tell you what, even if you didn't this morning and you want to go look at it right now, you can. Jeff's like, I still feed, Pitch. That's good, Jeff. Oh, I was mean to Pitch. I'm going to give him a big hug when I see him. I'll give him a big hug, I promise. Jeff's like, well, I still feed the dog. Oh, my gosh. I feel bad for mentioning Pitch right now, but I was just thinking about it, Jeff. I was like, man, I just wish we could have got a Jack Jr. I wish we could have found a Jack Jr. instead. But instead, we got a Pitch Sr. I'll apologize to Pitch in person because I'm gossiping about him behind his back. Okay, here's going to be the question. Here's going to be the question. This is going to decide if you're in the first group or not. How many cereal boxes are in the picture? How many cereal boxes are in the picture? You have 1 minute to answer correctly. After that, I'm closing it. If you answer correctly, you move on to the next. Yeah, only get one answer too, by the way. RX, I'm sorry you're out. I'm sorry. Nat, you're out. Everyone else is Carlotta's out. Snuffleupagus is out. Jennifer Aaron out. Eric Falkenberg out. Penny Pack out. Tad out. Greg Avery out. Momo Nunga out. If I didn't say it and you did say a number, you got it right. Okay, Momo Nunga out. Freedom of Choice out. Daniel Massey out. Means you guys can't be in this contest coming up. Only the people that, if I outed you, you're out. Freedom of Choice out. Kimberly out. Snuffy out. Nat out. I'm being rude. Everybody else so far has got a Big Boy LaCroix out. Who else? You guys, a lot of you got it right. Okay, Carlotta's, I'm out of here. I'm going to burn some bras. Carlotta, you go back to bed. Okay, you're crankier than normal this morning. Okay, that's enough. Everybody that said 20, everybody, then I'm not buying you anymore, bras. You guys are a funny couple. Okay, everybody that said 20, too late, close it now, close it now, close it now, close it now. Everybody that said 20 moves on to the next level of the contest. Are you ready? Okay. Everybody that guessed 20 or knew 20, no, Tad Lewis, you're out. Stop trying to sneak in the back door with your bogus, what do they call them, lottery tickets that have already been claimed in Altadena, California. Yeah, I know. Guess what? I grew up the city next to Altadena, California. I used to drive through Altadena 3 times a week. I grew up in Monroe, not grew up, but I had a house in Monrovia for 10 years. Altadena right next door. Pasadena right here. I was this close to getting it. Okay. First question. First question to those that got, yeah, Tad's practicing for the next cornhole contest too, Kim. Tad's going fishing and playing cornhole if he keeps it up. Okay, off of the list, this list, off of this list, which is only people that answered 20 can answer this one now. And the first person to answer on my screen is going to win the first contest of today. Okay? Dad Lewis, you're so damn cute. Okay, so off of this, the first person to guess the correct answer is going to win the first contest of today. But I need to see the answer on my screen. Okay, here we go. And I told you guys to save the picture too. But I'm giving you guys all one more quick look. Okay, one more quickie looky loo. All right, now that's all you're getting. Count to 3. 1, 2, you're out of here. Okay, off of that group right there, which is the one Pops would never eat, the least favorite. I haven't eaten it and I never will. I would cross it off as number 20, the one I hate the most, and I've never even eaten it. Which one? Be specific. Transformers. Nope, I didn't pick that one. Quaker oatmeal. I've eaten Quaker oatmeal. It's okay. Fruity Pebbles, Corn Pops, Jets, Grape Nuts. I've eaten all of those. I've never eaten Jets. Turtles. Disky got it. Disc. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Disc got it with banana cornflakes. Are you kidding me? What? Are you kidding me? Banana cornflakes? Banana frosted flakes? That ain't happening. That isn't happening around here, pal. I like the flavor of banana. I like a banana, but not banana flavored. Okay? It sounds horrid, right, Jennifer? It sounds horrid. Jeff Coleman wrote to me this morning when he saw this. He goes, I've never even heard of banana. I had never heard of them, and it's the most disgusting sounding thing on here. Banana flavored frosted flakes. Ugh. No, thank you. And yet, we had, who was the winner here? I'm sorry. Who was the winner? I've done all this jabber and rabbering, and I'm forgetting who my winner was. Oh my gosh. Disky. Disc. Disc, guess what you're going to win? It's a simple box. It's a really simple box, Disky. I do like bananas themselves, but I don't like banana flavored candy, banana flavored almost anything. No. It's because, yeah, it's the artificialness of it, Kev. Ugh. Super simple. Everybody's happy today because we've got good giveaways. 3 grams. 3 grams of Thrasher supplement. Or 3 grams of Ghost supplements. And for a minute there, I was like, I'm going to make them choose today. Today's going to be choice day. And then I decided, never mind, both go in the box. That's what he'll get. 3 and 3. Coming at ya. Disky, you know what to do. I didn't add a whole bunch of little extras in there. I didn't put a bunch of little specially phony balonies in there. Just straight up, get it out of here and make it happen. What's wrong with me? Why am I screaming why am I screaming this morning? Crazy Pops. Or is that Cocoa Puffs? Crazy Pops or Cocoa Puffs. Disky, get me your address, please. Disky at the Detroit Mush Lab. It's all one word. The Detroit Mush Lab. You don't just have so much fun. I do have fun, Aaron. I'm having more fun because I know you're here now. Agar. We got to talk about Agar. I was thinking about it yesterday. I felt half guilty, even though I don't do guilt. I gave up on guilt. I gave up guilt for Lent. Yeah, a good old Catholic guilty. Catholics always do something, give up something for Lent because they're bad. And if you give it up, that means you're better. Okay, it's like a Lent thing. So I gave up guilt for Lent. And then I decided to keep giving it up for a long time. So no more guilt. But once in a while, it does try to creep in. Yesterday was going creepy. Yesterday was like creeping in for just a second. I could get out of here, guilt. Because I spent the whole day the whole morning yesterday talking about my 6th grade love life. Why would I do that? I looked back. I didn't go back and look at it because I'm a little embarrassed. And I'm like, who does that? Like, there was so much opportunity for us to talk about Agar. Instead, I'm talking about Tammy turning around. Pops, get yourself straight. Don't fly into the wall again, okay? Agar. Kieran. Eric wrote to me, says, all I did was laugh. Because that's all we did for an hour. I was like, I guess it's okay. Who does that? Let's talk about, oh gosh. So, how many people think, yep, Karen, Catholic roots, you're in recovery, you got to work through the stuff. Who thinks Tammy's older sister reached out to me yet? Remember her name, Michelle? I'll always remember it. Who thinks Tammy's older sister, Michelle, found the video already and reached out to me? If you think so, then you're still on the hopeful list like I am. Please, Michelle, find it. Yeah, Phil Donahue. Michelle has not found it yet. Kieran's like, I sure hope so. Would we? Nope, not yet. But if she came, let me ask a real quick question. Honestly, all of a sudden I'm sidetracked to yesterday. If Michelle comes, not Tammy, not Tammy, no. If Michelle, I'm over Tammy. Tammy's probably over it by now, okay? But if Michelle happened to come, would we throw chocolate donuts at her? Or would we like treat her a little different and maybe not throw them directly at her? Which would we do? Okay, well, Joe's like, but what if Tammy's the hot one now? Oh my God. Are we going to, Penny says we're absolutely throwing donuts at her? Hi, Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Pops hasn't seen you since 7th grade. Wham! Streety's throwing bananas at her. Hi, Michelle. Pops missed you. Pops admitted to the world he had a crush on you. Wham! Get hit with a chocolate donut. Here you go. Come on in. Chocolate donuts poured on your head. Jimmy Max is throwing roses at her. Why am I throwing them at someone? Why can't we just place them nicely in front of them? Why does Pops has this picture of them running back and forth across the dodgeball wall, and we're sitting there throwing chocolate donuts, and like, okay, you're new, hello, wham! You didn't get me that time. Woo. And all of a sudden, splat. There you go. Okay, you got me. I've got to go clean my lab coat. I'll be back tomorrow. It's your initiation, Mizzou. It's like hazing. We're hazing people with chocolate donuts in a dodgeball game. Okay? At least we're not throwing Kim's bocce balls at them. Okay? Can you imagine if we threw Kim's bocce balls at them? No. Thing is, it's not gentle. I'm like winging mine. You guys think that it's gentle aggression? It's not. I am flinging mine at them. Okay? I'm supposed to be talking about Agar. I apologize. New people, get ready. Just get ready, because man, we're getting better at our throwing. Pops can throw good. Ask a street glide here. Pops is pretty accurate when it comes to throwing stuff. Streety, tell the truth. Tad, you know, you guys, Terry Newman knows. Okay? You guys know that if you were up there against a dodgeball wall and Pops had a chocolate donut, the odds are, boom, you're getting hit. All right? This isn't passive aggressive, you guys. It's full-on aggressive. Like, it's like spoken aggressive. Jesus Christ, come to the front of the room. You're right, Streety. Pops has a laser. Anyways, sorry, you guys. Let's talk about Agar. I promised that we were going to do Agar work today, and instead, I'm throwing donuts at Michelle. All right? Instead, here I am whomping Michelle right upside the head. Oh, the frisbee throwing. I used to do frisbee throwing. No kidding. Okay? Maternity. I'd rather just sit here and read your guys' comments than do and talk about Agar. Your guys' comments are, now that I got you rolling, okay, once I get you guys started, you guys don't stop. Disc golf I've played one time up in Silmar, California, and it is fun. Disc golf, but it's hard to find a facility. You know what I mean? What do you have? 1 or 2 disc golf courses in the whole state of Michigan or something? Back in the day, though, because, of course, I grew up in Santa Monica, Frisbee was attached to us. The other thing that was attached to us is the hacky sack. Hacky sack. This guy here, literally the second worst hacky sack player that ever lived on the planet Earth. I try to hit a hacky sack and I'll trip over and fall. The worst hacky sacker ever. So I wasn't in the hacky sack group. Okay. I'll tell you who could hacky sack like a SOB. Hacky sack, practically California state champion. Brock. Brock. He grew up using his feet in ways you and I didn't too. But I'll tell you, that guy, he might as well have, he could be on, what is that show? America's Got Talent. America Got Talent hacky sack guy. Okay? Why am I talking? We're supposed to be talking about pouring plates, are we not? And here you guys have us off on a tangent. Okay? We're off on a tangent. Let's get back to work talking about pouring plates. Whew. Class is in session. Unless we get sidetracked again or Michelle drops by. Materials that we need. We need an agar vessel that's half filled with our sterile agar media. Okay? And that's the media that we talked about having a recipe and making. Okay? Jeff's like, back on track, put the bait back in the water, dude. The second thing we need is plate wrapping material. And the third thing we need is sterile Petri dishes. The plate wrapping material we're going to talk about is the tape that you would use, some kind of a tape that you use to close your plate and seal it. Method. After cooking the agar, we're on page 231 in the Radical Mycology book. We're going to run through the process here of pouring plates. Okay? There's 8 steps. There's 8 steps here. First step. Okay, it also says, some companies sell pre-poured sterile Petri dishes, often with a very basic agar formulation. I showed you guys that a couple of days ago. I have plates here, PDA plates, potato dextrose. I hope to either tomorrow or Friday, probably tomorrow, show you how we're going to inoculate plates with a swab, right? But today we're still talking about, you had a blank plate and you have your sterile, pre-mixed growing media, agar media that you're going to use. After cooking the agar, allow the PC to cool for 2 hours. Cooling for this long is recommended as it makes the agar vessel less painful to hold, yet keeps the agar fluid enough to pour. Pouring agar that is cool also reduces the degree of condensation that tends to form on the inside of Petri dish lids. Condensation is an undesirable effect that prohibits viewing of the mycelium, and it encourages contamination growth. Sidebar. When you have a plate, a Petri plate, and you've got the agar material at the bottom, and you've inoculated it, you've put something on there, once it's taken root, and you see it starting to colonize, it's starting to grow, and you've got a lid on it, of course. If you're starting to experience condensation in any way on the lid of that Petri dish, store it upside down. We store all our colonizing plates upside down. What's happening, that condensation that's coming inside your plate, that condensation that's coming is a result of the sexual activity of the mycelium. So it's creating energy, creating heat. It's creating a condensation on that lid. That's a good thing. That means your plate's active. But what we don't want is for it to dry out or anything like that. And we don't like condensation because lack of viewing and more contamination. So what we do is we'll store it upside down like this. So yes, that mycelium's continuing to have its It's fun. It's continuing to create heat and condensation, but it's actually working itself back up into the agar plate, and the mycelium and the spitzencorpors that are working away are getting the benefit of that condensation rather than the condensation sitting on the lid. Does that make sense? Number 2, prepare your transfer space for aseptic work. Load your materials, the cooled agar vessel, and any inoculum that you're planning to work with once the plates are cooled and ready for use. Optionally, add hydrogen peroxide to the agar as described earlier. That was to give it an antibiotic. If working with the sleeve of pre-sterilized plates, open the sleeve under aseptic conditions in your SAB or under a flow hood and form 2 stacks of plates. Set the plastic sleeve aside. Here's the big step. The agar should now be poured into each plate as quickly and as cleanly as possible. Use an up and back motion when lifting plates. This specific movement helps avoid passing your fingers over the sterile field of a plate's interior, while it also reduces the available surface area that ambient spores and bacteria in the air may pass through to come into contact with the plate. Avoid spilling agar on the outer surfaces of a plate's bottom half, as this can create a path along which contaminants may enter the plate. Overspill. If you've poured it outside of the edges of the plate, no good. Contaminants are going to grow on that, and they're going to work themselves into the plate. I prefer to start pouring at the bottom of a 10-plate stack and work up from there. This helps transfer the heat up the stack and reduce the number of lids with heavy condensation. There's a couple of really great videos out there showing you exactly how to do this. Okay? Once the 2 stacks are poured, I carefully move 1 stack on top of the other, and I cover the whole stack of 20 plates with that plastic sleeve that it initially came in. This stacking and insulating helps reduce condensation. Optionally, place a cup of hot water on top of the top plate to further reduce condensation on the upper plates. So as you're stacking the poured plates, these down here are going to have less condensation and condensation and condensation. By the time they're stacked, maybe the top 1 or 2 plates still have some condensation in them. Hopefully not much at all, because you're not pouring it too hot. You can take a cup of hot water and put it on top of that stack, and it almost wicks out that last amount of condensation previous to storing your plates. Allow the plates to cool and solidify in that clean transfer space. They're sitting right inside your SAB, or they're sitting right inside your flow hood. Allow them to solidify. This takes 30 to 60 minutes. So in this guy's case, he's got a stack of them sitting there. They're still back inside his sleeve, but he hasn't moved them out of his clean air space. And he's just going to leave them there for at least 30 to 60 minutes. Once firm, plates can be immediately inoculated under aseptic conditions, or they can be wrapped and refrigerated for long-term storage. Plates kept in cold storage are viable until they get contaminated or they dry out. Label the plates with the media recipe and use a color code or something with a permanent marker. So you've got to know kind of like, oh, what was the recipe I had on that plate? And finally, step 8, optionally, put the plates in an incubator for 24 to 48 hours to see if contaminants appear. This is after you've poured them. If you have a clean air space, you can put your plates inside that clean air space, wait for a couple of days, and see if any contamination occurs on the plates. And if so, then you had a bad pour or something happened in the pour. If after 48 hours, they're still in your clean air space and they're staying clean, it's time to use them or wrap them and refrigerate them. Okay? That's Street Glides calling it check your work. If these plates show any contamination, the source must be identified. If your contamination rates are low, listen to this. He didn't say if you're perfect. He never said that. If contamination rates are low, congratulate yourself on mastering the challenges of pouring plates. And the more you do this, the better you'll get at it. The stacking and the pouring and the stacking, there's a method for doing it where your hand doesn't cross back over the plate as you're pouring it, and you're minimizing the chance for contaminants into the plate. It's pretty neat. It's just muscle memory. You just go through the same thing over and over, 20 steps, 20 times in a row, and you get your agar down. Okay? I personally, I think I told you this 100 times, I pass up this step. I'll buy them pre-poured. There's a couple of people out there on Etsy. You can buy them for $1 a piece, already poured for us. I'm okay with that. The ones that I'm buying from the medical research place, $2 a piece. Yeah, I'm okay with that. For what I get out of it, I'm okay with that. Because basically, if it's costing me even $2 to make a plate, I can start a jar with that. I'm okay. All right? I don't penny pinch in my mycology. I used to. I honestly did. Look for the cheapest deal. It isn't even that you get what you pay for. I don't think that the mushrooms appreciate it. My mushrooms don't appreciate it. They like to be lavished. They don't mind. They don't mind if I spend an extra buck on the oats. They're kind of like, well, Pops, why'd you have to spend 5 hours looking for a deal and then drive 5 hours to go get it? Why'd you have to do that? So you could save $3 on a tub. And if you'd have just like lavished me a little, I'd give you an extra quarter of an ounce out of my tub. I would. I promise. Lavish me a little. I didn't say just throw it away, but I don't do it that way. That's just old Popsa-Ropsa. Whoops, sorry. Let's talk just a little bit. We've got another giveaway here. We're gonna have fun with cereal. I think I'm actually gonna do 2. If you guys hang in here with me today, I'm gonna do 2. I know RX, I should actually call it that one. The pampered mushroom, okay? And I'm not telling other people how to do it. You know what? There was a challenge. A guy and myself in San Diego. I was here in Michigan, and he was in San Diego. This was 2 years ago. It's a true story. We were getting to know each other pretty well, and we came up with the 99-cent store challenge. 99-cent store challenge. You get a $20 bill, and you can go to the 99-cent store. And you come out of the 99-cent store, you can't spend more than $20, and you have to find everything that you need from inoculation through fruiting. Every container, every tub, every vessel to pour, everything you need. Go get it at the 99-cent store. Bird seed in the pet aisle. The wild bird seed, that would be your spawn. They have everything you need at a 99-cent store. If they had an Uncle Ben's, they usually don't because they don't sell that brand. But if you can go into the 99-cent store for less than $20. We both did it. I did it in a 99-cent store in Michigan, and he did it in a 99-cent store in San Diego. So I'll also show off these $100,000 labs and stuff that I do, right? But then, you know what? You can do mycology for less than $20, including substrate. Yep. Can you, including substrate, buy some planting soil and clean it up? The only thing that you're bringing to the game is the mycelium. Try it. I only say it because I did it. The only thing I'm bringing to the game is the mycelium. Liquid culture. We got to cheat and start with liquid culture instead of spores. I know now the 99-cent stores are $1.25 stores, right? Excuse me while I sneeze. Excuse me, I usually do too. I apologize. Yep, that was my regular old sneeze routine. I apologize. Thank you for the blessing. Okay. I'm going to just read this book here for the next 10 minutes or so, 7 or 8 minutes. Thank you, guys. Okay? I'm going to read this book, just a little bit out of this book, and then we'll do our final 2 giveaways. I feel the need to make sure that we stay in touch with our spiritual stuff. A little bit of growth, too, even if we're only spending 5 minutes a day on it. Okay? Is there any way you can know... Is there any way you can know that what you are in touch with is reality? We were talking about reality. And we were talking about projecting formulas. And we were talking about experiencing things, but only through images. These weird programs that we have. You know, a weird program I thought of this morning as I was as I was preparing these patriotic songs this morning. Mr. The Day After Voting. I don't even like how some of the voting went. It's not my business to like it. I just like that people went out and voted. And then this morning I'm getting, doing some of these songs, and I hearkened back. I'm back on the same school where Tammy and Michelle were. Back then in the 60s and the 70s, first thing that they would do, there's a speaker up in the upper corner of the class. And there's a flag, American flag inside the class. There's always an American flag there. First thing, whenever class started, 8 o'clock in the morning, whenever, crackle, crackle, here go the speaker. And the speaker would come on and we would hear, "My country, 'tis of thee." And I'm thinking today, in my mind, I hadn't thought of that for years and years and years and years. But I'm thinking in my mind this morning, I go, you know what? They were programming me. They were turning me into a little American border guy. They were turning me into, they were already starting to program me into their circle. My circle, the American circle, is better than the Iranian circle. They were already programming me. Part of what I had to do when I was a little kid, too, some of you will remember it. You would have nuclear war. You were, what did they call it? I forget now. What do they call it when you had to get under the desks? There would literally an alarm would go off randomly, and all of a sudden all the kids would scamper, and you'd have to climb in and hide underneath your little school desk. That was just in case there was an atom bomb. What did they call that? No, it wasn't air raid. It was literally nuclear drill. They didn't call it that because they didn't want to scare the kids. But I'm not kidding you. You would do it at least 5 times a school year. And everyone that was climbing underneath, every time I would climb underneath that chair, I knew that, okay, it's a drill, but this is because Russians are going to do this to me. The Russians are coming. Red Scare. I grew up in the Red Scare. I'm hiding underneath my desk. I'm going to survive. That's what that's what my school was teaching me. They weren't doing it on purpose. But that's what's happening nation to nation. What are we doing, man? What programming? I was thinking of it this morning. My little kid brain still gets patriotic when it hears one of those songs. Domesticating us and separating us from one another. Why in the heck didn't they teach me then? You know what we're going to do today, kids? We're going to make a bunch of cards and we're going to send them to the little Russian school kids. And they're going to send us some cards. And we're going to get to know what they do over there. What do they eat for lunch? How come our teachers didn't teach us that? Get a little Anatoly pen pal guy. Sergey. Find out what's going on in Pakistan and India. Instead of sitting around making fun of them because their cows are holy. Is there any way you can know that what you are in touch with is reality? Truth is, they didn't teach us kindness. They did not. They taught politeness, but politeness meant follow the rule. Don't speak unless spoken to. But I got a question. Why are we doing it this way? Well, let me answer that for you. Great question. You can't answer a question, you got a demerit. Get in line. Tallest to shortest. Is there any way that we can know what you're in touch with is reality? I ask myself that on the mushrooms sometimes. Is it real? Is this effect really real, or do we kind of like make it up a little bit in our minds? That's sort of overdo it. Look, it's tripping. I'm going to make a confession to you guys right now. We're going to run just a touch overtime. I didn't get into the book either. It's going to be a confession. I personally watched nature yesterday in an incredibly awesome way, but let's add slightly irresponsible. Pops was slightly irresponsible. Who wants to give me 5 people want to hear the story? I watched the efficacy of nature yesterday. Is it really efficient? Does nature really work? If I was an ape, and I went up to that little tree and there were mushrooms around the bottom of it and I ate that, would I really feel it different? Or did we just make that up because we like the whole serotonin idea? So yesterday, I'm telling the story. I told myself, you're never going to tell anybody this. You should be ashamed of yourself. And I am sort of. But I don't do guilt. Yesterday, I'm bagging up some fruit. Bloop, bloop, putting it in, weigh it, put it in the bag, weigh it, seal it, weigh it, put it in the bag, seal it, weigh it, put it. I hear one of the mushrooms clunk, it hits the ground, because I could hear it hit the ground, but I'm like, I'll get it in a few minutes. I'm in the middle of, my rhythm. I'll grab that thing in a minute. I looked down. No, it was way more than 5-second rule, too. It was way more. It was a dry mushroom. I can pick it up off the lab floor. No problem. Sam, and you've done that before too. You actually step back and crunch like. So all of you have been here and done that. Okay. Well, it's time to like it's still in my mind. That clunk. Where's that shroom? And I look down. Jeff, get out of here! I'm telling the story. Oh, I look down. Shroom's gone. I'm like, I know I heard a shroom hit the ground. I know I did. And I look around, over on the rug over there. There's Ruff. You can hear him now. There's Ruff with the last end of a little bit of a cap stuck to his. I'm looking at him. I go, no, you did not. Is that? I'm looking like how irresponsible I let my dog doze. I let my dog, and he, and it was not. It had to have been. I mean, it was loud enough for it to. I don't remember even the size of the thing. It was loud enough to clunk when it hit the ground, so I'm putting 2 grams on it. Okay? And now, I'm like, that is not a good thing. Pox, it's so irresponsible of you. So I'm feeling. About an hour goes by, and I had forgotten completely. I'm busy doing my 100 other items, all my tasks. I'd completely forgotten about it. All of a sudden, no kidding, I hear the back door, the doggy door, fly open like flap. Bam! And all of a sudden, Ruff comes through the house flying, leaping, flying. Over, he grabs one of his toys and he went into a 15-minute spasm. 20 minutes. This guy is bouncing off of the walls. And at first, I mean, this is how dumb I am. I had completely forgotten that an hour ago he had snatched this thing. And I'm looking at him and go, what's wrong with you? And then it didn't take about 30 seconds. I go, oh! That's the effect of psilocybin. Oh my God. He was young again. Rough, barking. I'm going to go look out the window. I can't stand. I've been here a second. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to throw it to, hey, Brock, you want to play? Like, I am not kidding you. I've never seen. And there was part of me that's like, oh, this poor guy. And his eyes looked like they like comic book dog. Comic book. I'm like, I can't ever tell anybody I did this to my dog. I can never tell anybody that I did this to my poor little Ruffy. And he's like, go ahead. Hey, how about another one? I'm like, no, dude. No. Ruff needs a trip sitter. I was the trip sitter for him, I promise. About 2 hours, this guy, 2 to 3 hours. He is on full tilt, you guys. I'm not even kidding. And what I kept thinking in my mind is, I am watching nature. This is the effect, the real effect of psilocybin. This isn't a phony baloney deal. This is one little piece of medicine that fell on the ground. And one animal. And then I started going through the whole stoned ape thing. I'm going, no wonder the apes were like, go give me another one of those mushrooms. Can you imagine if you were an ape and they had never seen that before? Like, oh, you took one, man, I'm climbing the trees, baby. And Ruff is literally bouncing. Do you remember? Tell him, Rocky. Well, he was literally bouncing off of the walls.
Look, I've never been activated the same way that Ruff was activated, okay? But, Ruff was super activated. He runs around a lot faster when he's activated.
Oh, my God.
See my hat? That's the picture of Ruff.
Yeah. It was crazy. And it was fun for him, it looked like. He was having a ball. It was like, this is great stuff. Inside, I'm like, you dosed your dog, dude. Irresponsible, not cool. You dosed your dog. And yet, the other side of me was like, I love you, nature. You're real. That's the reason I had to tell the story this morning. I'm like ratting myself out. And I was told myself yesterday, you will never tell anybody as long as you live. You know what? What? You didn't do anything. The reason I had to tell on myself today is, gosh, nature's beautiful. What we do, what we're growing is really strong. What we're growing affects people's brains. What we're doing works. I have a little lab animal now that I could test on. Wait till he tries the magic. No, I'm kidding. Amazing. Amazing. So, do I keep him away from the mushrooms? Yes. Yes. I don't think it hurt him. Oh, final part of the story. He was on for like 3 hours straight, and the next thing you know, this is a true story too. He crashed harder than he's ever crashed, except for maybe one time when he was to a dog park for his life. He went like, whoa. I went over, I pick up his hand. He look at his eyes. Yeah, I'm okay. Don't worry, man. I'm just, yeah. Did he crash or what, bro?
He was like everybody after Mushfest.
Get out of here. He was like lights out. It was like, okay, that was quite a sesh. No kidding. Like, I didn't even think of the crash part. I'm a terrible dad. Give me 5 people that say, Pops, you're a terrible a pet owner. And now we're going to do 2 giveaways. Okay? Isn't that stuff strong, Mossy? The psilocybin stuff's pretty strong. I can't imagine his tiny little system. He probably had a 2-gram shroom in it. Okay? Oh, not much I could have done. I did. Best owner ever. I swear, you guys, I wasn't going to tell. I was not going to tell, but it's cool to know. Like, literally, I'm like watching this little creature going, man, I wonder what would happen if the squirrels got a hold of some of this. Okay? The strain, it was Thrasher Melmac. Okay, here we go. Top 10. Top 10. Top 10 cereals in America today. I picked one off the list. Go. Which are the most popular? Frosted Flakes is number 1. Frosted Flakes is number 1. I didn't pick it. Corn Flakes, Pops, Rice Krispies, Grape Nuts, Cheerios. The squirrels are already here. They are, Karen. Chex, just a mistake. Mossy, it was no. Next time, pick it up faster when you hear it, Pops. Don't just leave it laying there. Cheerios, Honey Nuts, Sugar Egg Pops. Hey, Brocky from Kevin. Cheerios, Cocoa Puffs. I haven't seen it yet. Captain Crunch, Sugar Pops, Cheerios, Captain Crunch, Wheaties, Cocoa Puffs, Rain Bran, Lucky Charms. That's on the list. Cocoa Pebbles, Raisin Brands, Hex, Reese's, Raisin Bran, Raisin Bran, Fruity Pebble, Tricks, Total. I like Total. That's not on the list. Trucks, Apple Jacks, Lucky Charms, Life, Cocoa Puffs, Tricks, Raisin Bran, Fruity. Okay, so this has mini in the word. Mini, M-I-N-I, in the title. That's a dead giveaway. Fruity Pebbles, Poop Like a Champion, Wheaties, Frosted. Rebel got it. Rebel got it. Rebel, did you win this week? Rebel, did you win this week? Rebel got it. He got it. But I don't know if he won this week. Frosted Flakes is number 1. Cheerios is number 2. Fruit Loops is number 3. Honey Nut Cheerios is number 4. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is number 5. Honey Bunches of Oats is number 6. Lucky Charms is number 7. I'm looking to see if he's won this week. Frosted Mini Wheats is number 8. And I don't have a 9 or a 10 on here. I just stopped at mini wheats. But I'm waiting to see, did he win this week? I have a recall. Rebel Rob, help me out, please. Did you win here this week? Anyways, what's in the box? What's in the box is a 3 grams of Ghost. Okay, good job, Reb. Thank you. Thanks for letting us know. So, good job. Good win. We're going to be sending you 3 grams of Ghost and 3 grams of Thresher. But, Reb, in order for me to send this to you, I need your address at thedetroitmushlab.com. Okay. Reb, good job. Remember, I can only give 1 box per person this week. Let's do one more giveaway. I have one more giveaway here for you guys. Okay? We just did most popular cereals in America today. Here's another list. I only have 7 on this list. These are the oldest cereals that are still on the shelf. Oldest cereals that are still on the shelf today. Go. I picked one off the list. Cornflakes. Jets, cornflakes, cream of wheat, Raisin Bran, cream of wheat, Cheerio. Oldest still on the shelf. Fruit Loops, cornflakes, Life, cornflakes, Grape Nuts, Trix, Rice Krispies, All Bran, cornflakes, oatmeal, cream of wheat, Farina, cream of wheat, bran, Quaker Oat, cream of wheat, cornflakes, Trix, not Trix, but I can tell you what, it ends in an X. Cocoa Puffs, Frosted Flake, Fruity Pebble, Raisin Bran, Corn Flakes, Blueberry, Rice Krispie, Cheerios, All Bran, Wheat Bix, not that X, Puffed Wheat, Count Chocula, oldest and still on the shelf, Sugar Pops, Chex, not that X, Oatmeal, All Bran, Oatmeal, Fruity Pebbles, Sugar Pops, Malto Meal. It's not Chex, but it ends in an X, the one that I picked. Wheaties, Quaker, Wheatna, Sugar Smacks, Cheerios, Quaker Oats, Frosted Flakes, Honey Bunches of Oats, Pebbles, Cocoa Puffs, Trix, no. Apple Jacks, Mesulix, Force. You know, Force I didn't even have heard of until this morning. Cheerio X. Frosted Flakes, Cheerios, Lucky Charms. Here it comes. I see it coming. Chex. Saska Mojo got it with Kix. 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 Nice job, Saska Mojo. Hold on one second. Saska Mojo, I'm going to show you what you won, but I want to show you guys. Listen to this list. Oldest, Frosted Flakes. Second oldest, Corn Pops. 1950. Chex, 1950. Golden Crisp, sugar something. Number 5, Cheerios, 1941. Kix, 1937. Can you imagine those have been around since I like Kix. That's why I picked that one off the list. 1937 it's been around. Saska Mojo knows that. Saska Mojo, you have won the old Harry K gift special. Has some caps in here, some fruit. It has a card and a sticker, and you're also stealing Pop cinnamon sticks. Okay? So we're going to get this out to you, Saska. If you can tell us your address at thedetroitmushlab.com. Bo Heifel, Bo from Kansas City, Missouri. Are you here? Bo from Kansas City, Missouri. real quick before you guys go. Is Bo here? Cereal was a good topic this morning, wasn't it? Did you guys like cereal as a good topic this morning? Is Bo here? Well, if he's not here, wait till tomorrow when you really see this. I was supposed to show it earlier, but I started talking too much. Bo from Kansas City sent this in. Cinnamon sticks. Not just one or two. Not just 3 or 4. But a whole case of them. A whole case of them. So starting tomorrow, Bo from Kansas City, I don't know who that is on here. Guess what you guys are going to start getting? This gift right here, like, really blesses my heart. I got to be honest with you. It blesses my heart, and I'll tell you why. Because it's simple. There's a lot in here we can share with a lot of people. I mean, a lot of them. But somebody here was listening and thinking. And then went through the action of pushing a button and sending this off. So look how many people are going to get, you know, our little inside joke, cinnamon stick. Even if you don't want them, you give it to the kid, whatever. What a thoughtful thing, Bo. I think that's really, it's cute, it's thoughtful, it's meaningful, it's appropriate. I mean, I can just keep using words. Like, I thought if I could get 1 or 2 of these, Bo knows, Whiskey says. I thought if I could get 1 or 2 of these, it would be really fun to have some cinnamon sticks. This guy sends a case. 77 of them in here, I think. I think there's 77 in here. We'll start putting those cinnamon sticks in. Should I put a cinnamon stick in with today's stuff? Heck yeah, I should. Let's get 3 of these. Let's get these out with today's giveaways too. Give me 5 people. Give me 5 before you go. Before you go, get out of my house. Go away. But tell me to give these away before I go. Should I put this in today's packages for everybody? Yeah, why wait till tomorrow? I can only do it if 5 of you to tell me, give 3 of them away this morning. Get those out of here. Put them in with the other stuff. Heck yeah, why don't those guys get one too? Just do it. Okay, we're doing it. Those are going in the packages. Whoever won today's getting some cinnamon sticks too. Thank you guys for everything. Those kind of things, I almost get attached to it. No attachments. Get out of here. Go have a beautiful day. Be kind. You know how easy it is to be kind? Just give a cinnamon stick to somebody. You know what? You don't even have to give the whole pack. Just give 1 of the cinnamon sticks that's in here. And how many are in a pack? I'm not sure. Just give 1 of your cinnamon sticks to somebody. And you'll be feeling all generous and everything. Get out of here. Go have a nice day. Be kind to one another and be kind to yourself. Desi and City and Karen and Coco. And overjoyed in RX. And Braden Bartholic, nice to see you. Streety, thanks, bro. You have an amazing day. Carlotta and Rebby Rob. And Sherry, there's the Buckman. MVP and Edward. Thank you very much. Thank you, Edward. Nurse Child and Kimberly. There's Kim. Oh, Kim. Karen and Ladran and Carlotta. Carlotta, are you as cranky now as you were when we started this morning? Or are you a little better? I hope you're a little better. Nerdy and Jeffy, I'm so glad you were here today, bro. And I was thinking of you all night. I literally had a dream about you and Jack. So it was a good one. So, Semester 5 and Whiskey and Leonard and Semester and Jesus Christ in Australia and Edward and Jesus Christ and Mozzie and City and Pennypack and Ricky Small and Harry K. He's not small. Cade Metro and Liam and MVP and Solange and Joe Dubes and Momo and Edward and Sandy and Streety and Saskamojo and Kimberly and Truzo and Laura. Would you please have a divine day? Hales, nice to see you too. Jennifer, Aaron, Jennifer, Semper Fi. I'll see you here tomorrow. Pops, peace. Be kind to one another. Ouch.